The following program contains sax and violins. Parental discretion is advised.
Live from Denver, Colorado, across the world, wide web at 128 kilobytes per second. Cynical, intolerant Brian Hadley, and the fun-loving lover of fun, Jerry Lee McGuire. And now, from Live 365, it's Soundcheck, Denver music scene.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, to Soundcheck, the Denver music scene. I'm Brian P. along with Jerry Lee.
Hi.
We are broadcasting live from O'Leary's Farm in Wexford, Ireland. We're actually in the barn because there were no accommodations in the guest house, and Lady Camilla Broadbottom pretty much blew us off. We were supposed to meet her somewhere around the London area to broadcast tonight's show, but here we are in a barn. What do you think, Jerry Lee?
There's a lot of hay around here, and there's a lot of breakfast as well. I see breakfast and lunch, actually.
You can't eat the animals.
No, you can't eat them?
Yeah, I suppose.
Can we smoke the hay? No, we don't even want to do that, man.
We have a fine show for you this evening.
Yes, we do. Who do we have?
We have Johnny G in studio, otherwise known as John Gonzales.
Otherwise known as, what were you calling him last week? You had a name.
Narcoleptic Johnny G.
The narcoleptic Johnny G. Now, let me ask this. Is he a narc?
I don't think so.
Okay, narcoleptic. Now, that's not something to do with, like, dead people.
If he was a narc, I'd be in jail by now.
Okay.
That just means I could fall asleep standing up.
Look, he's right here. He's right here under this hay thing. Get out of the hay, Johnny.
I just woke up.
Get out of that hay. There you go. Wow, dude.
Surrounded by just this filthy swine. God.
I didn't mean to wake you up, Johnny. So, what does narcoleptic mean? Can somebody explain? One of the chickens, maybe?
Falls asleep.
Oh, you fall asleep. So, I mean, you could be in the middle of
a gig. Yep.
Wow.
No, it was back in the day when we were all young and partying all the time, and I wouldn't party as long or late as most people. So I got picked up that Nomer.
I like it.
Oh, narcoleptic Johnny G.
Johnny G has been in such endeavors as Full Moon in Vegas, Backbone Velvet, High Frontier, and currently you're with a cover band called Stone Beat Invasion.
Yes, sir.
I remember High Frontier. I think I had a friend that was on a couple episodes of that back in the 50s. High Frontier brought to you by Marlboro.
Different High Frontier, Jerry.
Oh, I see.
So we're going to be spinning a little bit of that, a little bit of everything, and then as well as Johnny's going to be entertaining us with some live blues as well. So it's going to be fun.
It's perfect for being in the barn, man.
Absolutely. You want to kick it off with something?
Yeah, you got the little close and play all hooked up there, right? Okay.
I've got something from Backbone Velvet. We've actually played it before on the show, but it's a great song, and we're going to play it again, especially since our guest is involved in this project.
Roll it, baby. This one goes out to Jessica, because I know you're listening, Jessica. I said I would say your name, Jessica, 3 times.
It's Hey Little Baby from Backbone Velvet.
Hey, little ground.
Yeah, yes. That's Backbone Velvet and Hey, Lil' Baby. That's my friend Mary Jo singing that one. Yeah. Hey, time now for a little spelling test with the band Mustang Lightning. This one's called S-A-L-L-Y. That's Sally. Let's rock it on Soundcheck, the Denver music scene.
But she don't love me. Her name's Sally. Her eyes are blue. Her legs are long. Her hair's blonde. She got nails out to here. I said S A-L-L-Y. I said Sally. I said S A-L-L-Y. I said Sally. So bitchin', she looks like a movie star. Her eyes are blue, her legs are long, her hair's blonde, she got nails out to here. I said S A-L-L-Y. I said Sally. I said S A-L-L-Y. Talking about Sally, let's rock.
Yeah, say S-A-L-L-Y, talking about Sally with Mustang Lightning. Hey, this is Jerry Lee on the
Soundcheck program?
Yeah, but I'm in a barn. I'm kind of distracted because I'm stepping in something that's moist. What I'm afraid to look down, guys. What is it?
Yikes.
What is it?
I just don't look. You'll be good.
I'm just going to step away from it. Let's play something by the Hollow.
Yes, this is actually this is my speaking of moist stuff. This is actually my favorite, my new favorite local band. It's a band called The Hollow. They play around town. You can catch them. I don't have any info handy, but yeah, just look at the Westward. You'll see them. They play around quite a bit. This one's called Butcher, or The Surgeon. It's The Hollow on Soundcheck, the Denver music scene.
I'll pick the Butcher. Get him.
Well,
Hey.
welcome back to Soundcheck, the Denver music scene. I'm Brian P. along with Jerry Lee, and we are once again broadcasting from O'Leary's farm here in Wexford, Ireland. We just got back from kissing the Blarney Stone just last week. Of course, I gotta tell you, I chickened out. I couldn't do it because you had to like bend over backwards over this huge cliff. Jerry Lee did it.
I did it, and
So-
now I have the gift of gab.
Exactly. You got a good memory.
Yes,
and
I do.
I do not have the gift of gab, and it's probably going to come back to haunt me.
Hey, I just want to let the listeners know I was standing in a trough of pig slop. It wasn't what I thought. It was just pig slop. My socks are going to be awesome here in it by the end of the show.
That's actually good to know. It's better than the alternative.
We just saw the alternative, and we can't share it with you on the air. Yes, in all the color of radio, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
What do you think?
Yes, that's.
Do you like the sheep?
I do. And why does this sheep follow me around like it knows me?
Sheep have an excellent long-term memory. They can remember as many as 50 faces for up to 2 years.
No.
We'll be right back.
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals
Wow.
and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm gonna do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
Hey Denver, we are Arena Rock All-Stars, and we're melting faces on Soundcheck, the Denver music scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Gonzales.
The moon has risen high after the sun's through sinking low. The devil's showing up coming round. My mama done told me so. Hey, dance around the bonfire, roll them black cat bones. Knee deep in the jewel bayou, hear the black snake moan. Hey, when the night owl starts to hoot, long after the dead rooster crows, the preacher man showing up bedding down. My daddy done told me so. Hey, ha 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 ha. Dance around the voodoo man, cast his spell on you. Drum pounds through the hoodoo man, sacrifice and blues. When it's midnight, just a half hour before, the spirits swing to the juke joint sound. Someone done on up the door. Hey,
Hey!
All right. Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Narcoleptic. John Gonzales.
Thank you.
Narcoleptic. John, did you hear in the Soundcheck? Well, not in the Soundcheck studio. Actually, we're in a barn, but that's
The Soundcheck barn.
Very nice. So that was your own.
Yeah, that's an original called Sacrifice and Blues.
Sacrifice and Blues. So you've been working on stuff currently? I mean, because I know quite a bit of your catalog, being that I've known you for, I don't know, over 2 decades, and I've actually played with you before, but that's one that I hadn't heard. So
yeah, that's a new one. That actually, oddly enough, there was a song I used to do with Backbone Velvet, and the end of it kind of keyed off of that riff. And I liked the riff, so I started jamming on it, and it sounded like a really good bluesy riff, so I just kept it, and then I, built the song around it. But it's still, even then, I just finished the lyrics and all that not that long ago. So I had that riff, and then I just finished the song.
Which is totally acceptable because it's your stuff, so it's not like you can rip yourself off, right?
Exactly. I stole from my own song. So.
Very good. So you're currently in a cover band, Stone Beat Invasion, and what is that band about?
We do Stones and Beatles covers.
And where are you playing?
It's a lot of fun.
2 of my faves.
Yeah. We played at Cheers. We got a couple gigs coming up. In I think August is starting to fill up. We're going to play at Nieces. We're going to play at Cheers again.
You're going to play at the Dickens Tavern and Opera House on July 14th.
Yep. Well, see, you know where I'm at.
Yeah,
thanks for reminding me.
That's the only note that I have. So
that's it. Beatles and Stones.
Beatles and Stones.
Jerry Lee,
there.
You would like it, Jerry.
I'm a British Invasion guy. First round.
It's a fun band. We got about 7 people, a couple guitars. Wait. It's a great band, great group of people too.
If you got somebody doing Mick,
Yes, our lead singer Bobby's awesome. You'll love him.
This will be great.
He does Mick and he does Paul as well.
Yes,
who does Paul?
We've got.
Does he do his head like
multiple singers? It's just good stuff, really good stuff. So yeah, they're a pleasure to play with. So so original stuff these days seems so hard to do. I stick with my blues, but that's always going to be there. But as far as trying to get a original band, it's always a tough thing these days. But I love to play, so when this opportunity came up, I jumped on it.
Yeah, it's funny. The older I got, the more I was more into just doing covers instead of trying to write a bunch of stuff. It's a little harder to do that.
You learn so much from it too. Just doing other songs. It's like and it's especially Beatles and Stones. I mean, they're such iconic, obviously, tunes and bands. It's when you're playing it, you're like, wow, that's
and I think it's really cool that you're doing, or you have done both originals and covers, because a lot of people stick with one or the other, and then they kind of put their nose up at the other, and it's just not. I mean, they both have their place. They're both different. They both take a lot of work.
Yep. It's all music.
And it's all about selling the beer.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what it comes
According
down
to Dave Barber's book, yes. Speaking of which,
who we will hear from later.
And Dave, if you're listening, you get to pick the subject.
No, we're doing how to get paid at the end of the night.
Well, hopefully he picked that subject.
I let him know.
Okay.
No, he did pick. Okay. Oh yeah, you will.
Am I getting paid at the end of the night?
We're gonna pay.
We getting paid at the end of the night. We didn't even get a beer set.
We're gonna pay you by check if that's cool.
Or by hay. There's plenty of hay around this barn, brother.
I've got a couple of otter pelts.
How about that sheep over there?
Hey now, this is a family-friendly show. Settle down.
Sorry.
Well, it's a big fuzzy sheep, and it's family, and it's friendly.
So you've been, I know you've been in the music scene for a couple of decades at least. Tell us a little bit about some of your past projects and some of the ones that were more special to you.
Some of the motels you stayed at. That fun stuff.
I'm a native of Colorado, Denver too. So, but yeah, I've been.
High five on that one.
I always say, watch the elbow.
Native.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
There's something on the elbow. Ooh. You're right. Watch it. I'm sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. But the stuff that we could actually listen to is on here now. But that's it's only been recently that you could record at the drop of a hat. So I've been in other bands. One of my first bands was called Blind Owl. It was a blues band with my good friend Greg Van Dusen. And but after that, just kind of did some stuff for a while with different people, and then got into Backbone Velvet with Mary Jo and Laura and Chip, and we had a lot of fun with that and played around a lot.
How long was that band together?
That's a good question. Just a few. It was a handful of years.
Okay, I know. I saw you out at Herman's Hideaway a few times.
Yeah, we used to play there a lot, and prior to that, actually, I was in a band with you, Brian. Full Moon in Vegas.
Indeed.
Yes,
I love that band.
That was all original stuff too. Both of them were original. We did a couple covers with Mary Jo. She did, with the voice like hers. We did, like some Susan Tedeschi and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so Brian was jammed with me in that band. That was a trio. Me, you, and Matt Marshall.
Yes, indeed.
The Full Moon in Vegas was a trio?
Yeah.
We played some a couple shows ago.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah. And we have one now that I believe we were going to spin as well.
Fantastic.
Voodoo and Chicken Bones.
Getting the Wayback Machine.
And so you want to do the Voodoo and Chicken Bones? That's the one you wanted to play, right?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
All right, let's do that.
Let's sticking with the bluesy stuff.
There you go.
I think you've pissed off a couple of the chickens by saying that.
Ooh, that's a fine point. I never really considered that, but you know what? They'll get over it.
Get the deep fryer.
All right, this is Johnny G's project Full Moon in Vegas with Voodoo and Chicken Bones here on Soundcheck, the Denver music scene.
chicken bones.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
This copyrighted broadcast is property of Soundcheck, the Denver music scene.
Any rebroadcast or reproduction without express written consent is in violation of federal law and strictly prohibited.
Some assembly required.
Not actual size.
Batteries not included.
Use only as directed.
Void where prohibited.
Actual mileage may vary.
No animals were harmed during the production of this broadcast.
All musicians over 18 years of age do not listen to this program if you have high blood pressure,
heart disease,
diabetes,
thyroid disease,
asthma,
glaucoma,
or difficulty urinating.
May be too intense for some viewers.
Parental discretion advised.
Hippies beware.
Sheeps, cows, chickens, they're taking over.
They are. I'm hungry. And I want a Coke.
You know, you can have a serious.
That's terrible.
You know what? We can make a Denny's Grand Slam right in this room, just right now.
With that, and well, sure, add that.
We'll make it a Grand Slam and then some. How's that?
Moon's over my hand.
You know, according to the sundial out there, it's time now for a Soundcheck concert calendar update. Are you ready for that? You guys ready for that? You chickens ready?
I'm 100% ready.
All right. Well, I'm not sure if this is a warning or what, but Gang of Youths will be at the Lammer Lounge tomorrow night. And now for Friday, June 9th, the Hacks. One Time Crime and In Lieu will be rocking the streets of London Pub. Big Head Todd and the Monsters with Rob Drabkin will appear at the Globe Hall. Psycho X slays Jake's Roadhouse. Fee, Sunshine James, The Hits, Carolina Rain, and the Humbuckers rock Herman's. Faint Heart Band rips the Zephyr Lounge, and Night Riots with Silent Rival bring the house down at Hodie's Half Note in Fort Collins. And now, stumbling into Saturday, June 10th, don't miss Rock Hard Dave and the Salad Men throwing it all down at Lonnie's. Tokyo Rodeo, Fast Eddie, and Throttle Bomb rock the Larimer Lounge. Kurt Jones will be at the Cherry Creek Farmers Market.
I know Kurt Jones.
Yeah, doing a few sets out there in front of the Bed Bath & Beyond. The Shakes are at Jake's, and the Electric Shakes. Yeah, oh boy, the Electric Six. Shock, the Lost Lake Lounge. The Electric Six, Shock, the Lost Lake Lounge. Boy, we can't edit that. Hey, let us know where you're playing, Denver. Send us your info to Soundcheck Denver. That's soundcheckden@gmail.com. Stay tuned for another concert calendar update sometime in the next hour where I will attempt to pronounce and enunciate your band's name. I get in trouble a lot with some of these.
Maybe you should throw a few less alliterations in there and you'll have an easier time with it.
Okay, where are the alliterations playing? I don't seem to have them on the list here. Oh, yes, they're rocking Lonnie's over there with Rock Hard Dave and the Salad Men. Anyway, that's it for this concert calendar update. There is another one in the next hour. And let's see. Why don't we get the close and play and play some stuff here?
I think we have something from the Symptoms coming up.
We do. And you know what?
Homer Symptoms?
Cecilia gave me the wrong notes. Here we go.
Cecilia.
You know, the first time I heard this next record, I was like, what? You guys ever been like, what?
Oh, never.
Let's do it all together.
Good way or bad way?
Well, no, it's a good one. Let's do it all together. You ready?
Yep.
Like, what? Yeah, so anyway, I played that record, and I was like, what? And so I played it again, and I couldn't stop playing it.
I bet I can guess your reaction the second time. What? Wait. What?
That's it, man. Anyway, here's an interesting rocker called Pickup. Here are the Symptoms on Soundcheck, streaming on Live 365.
You see her, she's with her friends, so sweet, you gotta meet her. You're too shy, you keep your distance. If you don't move, you're gonna miss her. 1, 2, 3, 4, get your ass up off the floor. Sees you, she's coming over, all smiles, and she's seen ya. You get close, your body's yearning. Don't hold back now, you're gonna lose her. 1, 2, 3, 4, get your ass up off the floor. I know you got your pride. Oh, come on, just don't hide it. Just give in to rock and roll. You're all alone in the dark now. Your pants are tight. It's getting hotter. A red wine and whiskey kisses. Don't pull back now. You're gonna lose it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock and roll is out the door. I know you got your pride. Oh, come on, just don't hide it. Just give in to rock and roll. I know you got your pride. Oh, come on, just don't hide it. Just give in to rock and roll. I know you got your pride. Oh, come on, just don't hide it. Just give in to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, bringing you the sound of Denver on Soundcheck. There are the Symptoms for all the gang out there at the nuke plant. Well, here we are in this barn. It's a little bit warm here, a little bit damp, a lot of food going around.
Live food. It's not food yet.
Anyway, we're going to play another one here from their album, The Girl with Six Fingers. Here are the Blitz Girls on Soundcheck with a tune called Ticket for the Sky on Live 365. Buck, 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 buck.
There's something in me that's so unequal in my mind. I guess love's on her side, and I must have been blind. Oh, but for a while I thought we could fly. I got a ticket in my hand for the sky. It's raining on the field. Man wants to close the gate. I was hoping you might show up late with a magazine for me, or maybe just a sad goodbye to help me take the edge off the
this night. For the sky, I'll be leaving low. I'll be shooting high on the memories of you. For the sky, I'll be leaving low. I'll be shooting high on the memories of you. That could be. Stepping on the blade, I feel the air rushing around. Now I hear the passengers sound, and I look into their eyes like a small, directionless child. And I wonder why. I search their eyes for the sky. I'll be leaving alone. I'll be shooting high on the memories of you. For the sky, I'll be leaving alone. I'll be shooting high on the memories of you. That could have been. Let's dance on a magic night. But what does it mean when you can't stop circling and know that you'll never come down? Never come down. Never come down. Bye-bye, baby. Never come down, baby. Never come down. Bye-bye, baby.
Never come down. Yeah, the Blitz girls there on Soundcheck. That one for little Donnie Dallenbach, who just turned 55 today. Hey, Donnie, you can expect your mailbox to be filled with a little more ARP in the future.
Pigs are good swimmers, and if available, prefer water to mud.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Cool. Very cool.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by
Hi,
FEMA
I'm
and
Jackie
the
the
Ad
Burger Boy, and to make my bleak existence slaving over a hot grill more bearable, I listen to Soundcheck, the Denver music scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, narcoleptic Johnny G.
I'll take you far as you can see. Ride with me, boy, take a ride with me. From the mountains to the sea. I see you sitting there plucking on them strings. You play pretty good, boy, but not as good as me. A little grease lightning is all you need. Ride with me, boy, show you things, boy, but it ain't for free. Ride with me, boy, take a ride with me. Now you tell me how good you wanna be. I see you sitting there, sing a dead man's song. Sing it loud, 'cause they're all dead and gone. A little deep frying is all you need. Ride with me, boy, take a ride with me. I'll take you far as you can see. Ride with me, boy, take a ride with me. We have a deal as far as I believe. I see you sitting there slamming on that plank. Grab that whiskey and pass me a drink. A little moonshining is all you need.
All right, Johnny G. We're gonna hear more. We're gonna hear more from Johnny G coming up soon. But first, our local music guru,
David A. Barber. There you go.
You there, Dave?
Yeah. How's it going, guys?
Going good. Hey, David A. Barber, our guest tonight, webmaster of the awesome rockoncolorado.com website and author of the book Gigging, Everything You Need to Know About Playing Gigs Except How to Play Your Axe.
How you doing tonight, Dave?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Hey, we're going to leave it up to you tonight to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
He already told me, so I'm
I
good.
know.
I'm privy to the confidential info here. We're going to talk about how to get paid at the end of the night and what to do if it goes wrong. Is that right, Dave?
Right. Well, we're going to skip right to the what to do if it goes wrong because we don't have a ton of time here.
and that's obviously the most important part.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so if you're playing at a legitimate music venue, a place that does music all the time, we're talking Herman's, Lost Lake, Lion's Lair, High Dive, Three Kings, any of these places that have a lot of music a lot of the time, they pay bands routinely. 3 or 4 bands a night sometimes, and so it's just a business transaction for them. So if you go to get paid and they give you like dramatically less than you were expecting, then the one thing you do not want to do, no matter how drunk or high you are, is throw a hissy fit, because for these guys it's just business. So they're happy to discuss it with you. There may be a misunderstanding, and it may be the fault of the venue. I have been in that position numerous times where I didn't know what I was supposed to pay a band, or I got something was communicated to me incorrectly, or there was just a misunderstanding somewhere along the line. And it's actually more common than it's the band that has the misunderstanding, but it can go either way.
Right.
And either way, the person who's giving you the money, it's part of their job to make sure you understand, to explain it to you. So you do not be afraid to ask for the money to start with, and
please,
yeah, and B, discuss, why is it this amount? Because mistakes can happen, miscommunications happen, things like that, or you may get an answer that's as unsatisfying as, well, this is what the boss told me to give you.
Well, what are a couple of good defenses to have to avoid that?
Well, okay, a contract really helps.
Right.
And but sometimes the contract is we're going to pay you $2 for everybody who comes in with a ticket, or that from your band or something like that. And you got to make sure who counted those, and how do you know it came from your band, things like that. So one of the most common mistakes is the person who booked on the band side and the person who booked on the venue side, neither of them are present. And so what they told either the person who's paying you or you is not correct. Because, a band might say, hey, can we get $300 for this gig when they're setting up the gig? And the booking guy on the venue will say, well, sure, if you bring in 100 people.
That's 300 per person, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
And then different venues.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of different ways that could go south. The band might say think it's 300 a person. The venue might think, well, it's 300 if they bring in 100 people who paid full cover and said, I'm here to see this band.
Right. That brings up the contract again. It's got to be in there, and everybody needs to be clear, right? Yeah.
Right. And I've had situations where I went to pay a band and they didn't like it, and they whipped out a contract, and it was very clear, and it was clear that somebody on my side had agreed to it. So I said, okay, that's the deal. I'm paying you. Here you go. Now, a contract can be something as simple as an email where you email the talent buyer at the venue and say, hey, this is the deal, right? And they email back, yeah. Okay, that's a contract.
Yes.
And you can print that out, take it with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
as a matter of fact, setting up this show, I learned a lot about how binding an email can be. So yeah, that's good information.
Wow, in the days before email, it seemed like it was. I don't know. I don't think I ever had a contract. It was all verbal.
A typed out mailed letter is a contract too.
But different venues, they paid in different ways. Some paid, by the door. Right. Some was a set amount. I think with the set amount ones, we always had like a contract or something. Some was a percentage of the bar. Some, I remember a couple clubs we had to actually bring somebody and set them at the door, and they collected the money. So you always brought somebody you trusted.
Yeah, and that doesn't hurt.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and that's another thing to remember is every venue is different, and if you go sending some fancy lawyer-made contract out for every gig, it's going to cost you a fortune to have your lawyer do it, unless you've got one in the band, and the venue isn't going to hire a lawyer to look at every contract. So keep it clean and clear and simple.
Right. They don't want to get into all that and have to worry about it. Totally, that makes sense.
Right. I mean, the bigger the gig, the more likely it is that there's going to be a written contract. But I've seen written contracts that were so weird and unintelligible that I stared at that thing for hours and I couldn't figure out how much to pay the band.
Well, it's sort of like this one that we have here for Nymphomaniac Johnny G. He's got this kind of weird contract going.
Narcoleptic, dude. Come on, keep it clean.
I'm sorry. Thing, so I hope I have a
narcoleptic Nymphomaniac.
Yeah, Johnny needs to speak to you after the show about getting paid. and I told him we're going to pay him by check. Does that work?
Yeah. Tell us about the check thing. That's a big red flag, isn't it?
Checks. Oh, yeah.
I've had those bounce.
Yeah. If you're playing in a music venue, you are looking for cash on the bar at the end of the night. Some places might pay you a little early, and they're all going to want some kind of a receipt. Like at Herman's, we'd write a check and you'd endorse the check, and then we give you the cash. So the check was just a receipt. But do not. If you're getting a check from a music venue, that's weird. The only time they're likely to write that is if you're a big national act and
they don't have that cash. Yeah.
And then
if they're required to pay half up front, they're going to mail you a check.
Then you get into the tax stuff with all that, right? Tax implications with all that.
Yeah. Hey, talk a little bit about how sometimes one guy will have the check in his name, and then later on he ends up having to pay all the taxes for the other guys.
Oh yeah,
and stuff.
That could be a long conversation, but I'll try to hit the high points here.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever gets paid, particularly if it's going to add up to more than $600 for the course of a year, I think that's the amount. if it does that from one venue, then that person is going to get dinged by the IRS. They're going to have to pay taxes on that income. But they can only do that if they've got your Social Security number and that info. And a lot of times, a lot of venues will ask, you want your money? You got to fill out this W whatever form.
Yeah.
And we'll get you that
yeah.
info.
I'll definitely vouch for that. I was in a cover band in Houston, and we played. They have the Sherlocks and the Baker Streets out there as well, in the Texas area, Houston and Dallas and all that. And we played quite a bit at the Sherlocks places, and they did in fact 1099 one of us. Luckily, we were all friends, so we worked it out. But the good side to that is that, I mean, you can write off everything, every mile you drive, strings that you buy, records that you buy to learn a song, tickets to a concert to watch somebody's moves who you're trying to emulate. I mean, so it's usually a wash by the end of the night or end of the tax season, whatever, as far as that goes. So there's that to consider as far as getting 1099. If you're making a lot of money, then yeah, you need to learn about what you can itemize and write off and all of that. But we can, of course, probably fill up another 15 minutes on that next time.
Yeah, I would advise bands, if you're going to do this and try to make money at it, organize as some kind of a business entity, a formal partnership or a corporation or something, and use that tax ID number so that your band business gets taxed or not.
Definitely,
all the money goes into the band account, and then the band pays each musician.
I think an LLC is the simplest and the quickest. Is that what you?
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's, you can find information on that. Is that something in your book that you go into any of that, or get into the financial stuff?
I don't go into deep detail, but I do talk about it, and I got a story or two in there. But
okay.
Main advice is you might want to talk to an attorney and an accountant.
Yep.
When you go to set up your business.
Good advice. Well, Dave, we're running up to another break again as usual, but we appreciate you calling in.
Once again,
it's always talking to you guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, once again, Dave Barber, ladies and gentlemen, and he is the author of this book, Gigging: Everything You Need to Know About Playing Gigs. Cecilia writes very funny.
She's a moron.
She writes my notes for
me. All right, Dave, we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks,
right,
Dave.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Dave.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's going to teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting's hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
And now, Hour 2 of Soundcheck, the Denver music scene on Live 365.
Oh, how lucky you must feel. Time now for another Soundcheck concert calendar. Hey, let's see what else is happening around your town this weekend. Hey, it's a double CD release party with Bulb and Decatur at the Walnut Room this Friday, June 9th. Also that night, don't miss Ready, Set, Go, Cold Town Reunion, Bonnie and the Clydes, and the Highland Ramblers at the Goosetown Tavern. The Lords of Distortion fuzz up the Toad Tavern. The Sneaks are at Lonnie's. Sean Ashby takes the stage at Dakota Tavern. Woodshed Red is at Herb's. And, of course, Cluster Pluck will be at Owsley's Golden Road. You didn't get me with Cluster Pluck, did you? No.
Nice. Almost.
Now, for Saturday, June 10th, it's the Denver Vintage Reggae Society at the Goosetown Tavern. Also, Shatterproof, The Coast is Ours, Never Let This Go, and Overslept. I seem to be in that band almost every day of the week.
Are they playing at my mom's place?
Nope, not this week. They're all rocking out at the Marquee Theater.
The Marcus?
Cecilia. Also, Brian, are you ready? Are you sitting? You are sitting down. He's sitting on a bale of hay. Are you ready for this, Brian?
Ready.
A giant dog will be at the High Dive this Saturday night.
Ooh, I'm going to avoid the High Dive.
It doesn't say exactly how big the damn dog is, but according to
giant.
this, it's giant. It's a giant dog down there at the High Dive. Hey, and Funky Milkshake will be moving your hips down at Herb's. Let us know where you're playing, Denver. Just let us know at Soundcheck. That's Soundcheck, DEN, at gmail.com. Stay tuned for another Soundcheck concert calendar update in only 167 hours from now.
Wow. Did you do the math on that in your head? Or?
I did the math.
You need to show your work on the show, by the way.
Hey, Brian, you know one of my many favorite, actually, bands around town is?
Let me guess.
Hemikuda.
Hemikuda?
Hemikuda! That's right. I love Hemikuda. Here's one to bop to. This one's called Hop, Skip, and Jump. Kicking in overdrive on Live 365. Yeah, Hemikuda with Hop, Skip, and Jump on Soundcheck, the Denver music scene. And let's see what I got here. Oh, yes. On this day in music, June 7th, here's Brian P.
1964. During their first ever U.S. tour, The Rolling Stones were booed off stage at a gig in San Antonio, Texas.
The Stones?
Some performing monkeys who had been the act on before the Stones were brought back on stage for another performance. That's true.
It's true.
Also in 1964, during a world tour, the Beatles flew from Amsterdam to Hong Kong. When the plane stopped to refuel in Beirut, police turned firefighting foam on hundreds of fans who had invaded the runway at the airport. 1977, Led Zeppelin played the first of 6 sold-out nights at Madison Square Garden in New York City during their 11th and final North American tour. I hate saying the word tour, and this is like the third time I've had to say it, because I usually say tour. My wife's like, where are you from? New York? Actually, I'm from D.C., but close enough. Hey, they played a 3-hour set, and guess how much the tickets cost, Jerry Lee?
Well, let's see, $16.63.
Between $8.50 and $10.50. That's a show I would like to see.
Well, I bought 2 of them.
In 1997, Hanson started a 3-week run at number 1 on the UK singles charts with Mbop.
Mbop.
Originally called the Hanson Brothers, lead singer Zach Hanson was only 13 years of old at the time of the hit. One of the biggest debut singles of all time, reaching number 1 in 27 countries. Also in crappy music, Virgin Records announced they had dropped Victoria Beckham after her debut solo album, which cost over $5.1 million to make, had sold only 50,000 copies.
Count them! 50,000 copies. Hey, it's almost like free crap night, isn't it? Are we going to give some stuff away?
But we're giving good stuff away.
Well, yeah, it's not free crap night. It's free
none of the
sugar
Spice
night.
Girl stuff.
It's free sugar night.
Oh wait, there is a Sugar Spice, so it's there's kind of a connection here.
Well, we're giving away a Kurt Jones CD. It's called Sugar. I'm actually on this. I play drums on it.
Very nice. Very nice.
I do.
You happen to play drums on the track we're going to play? I bet you do.
No, I didn't play on Capitol Hill is the track that we're going to play.
So how do you want to give it away? We don't have any phone calls because we're in a barn. We don't have any phone lines.
True. Can you people listening meet us at the barn, at the front of the barn?
Satellite phone.
How about they can post on our Facebook page? Look up Soundcheck, the Denver music scene on Facebook.
And so the first one to post something or post anything? How do we give it away?
I think I gave permission to post. We'll find out.
I kind of wrecked the cellophane on it, so it's already damaged.
Great.
I'm
so
sorry.
we got to make it easy then. How about the first person to post on our page and tell us what Johnny G's middle name is?
And it's not nymphomaniac, right? It's
narcoleptic.
Narcissistic Johnny G.
That's too hard.
Necrophiliac.
Maybe his boy's listening. He probably knows. But I don't know that it'd want a Kurt Jones album. I mean, it's a fine album, but
it really is.
Kids these days, it'd probably hit like a 21 Pilots or something.
How about the first duck lip selfie?
Ooh, first duck lip selfie.
First duck lip.
Very good. Thank you.
Selfie.
Thank you, narcoleptic. No.
Thank you, narcissistic Johnny Lee.
Necrophilia. Wait, what? All right, we need a duck face selfie.
Johnny, wake up. There you go.
Duck face selfie on
Here,
the
eat this
page,
hay.
and the CD is yours, and we will even pick up the shipping, or we'll deliver it personally. Either way, however it works out. But let's play a track off the album so they know what they're getting.
This is Capitol Hill from Kurt Jones from the album Sugar on Soundcheck, the Denver music scene.
Sitting on the rooftop with a bottle at night. Old summer moon shining big and bright. Red and blue lights on the street below. Cop sirens singing only song they know. Capitol Hill, Capitol Hill. Loved you and I always will. Hear the sound of the downtown flowing slowly. Capitol Hill. Big old jet plane flying overhead. Can't hear that sound, boy, you street just the same old way. Capitol Hill, Capitol Hill. Loved you and I always will. Hear the sound of the downtown flowing slowly. Capitol Hill. Take a ride down Colfax Avenue to the other side. Don't talk to me about save my soul. That's something I got to do on my own. Capitol Hill, Capitol Hill. Loved you and I always will. Hear the sound of the downtown flowing slowly. Capitol Hill. Hear the sound of the downtown flowing slowly. Capitol Hill. Hear the sound of the downtown flowing slowly. Capitol Hill.
All right, the sound of Denver there with the smooth vocals of Kurt Jones. Hey, up next is the Fuzzy Cocktails with a song called Claudine.
Well, Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine. Now always spot it, always sure. He don't talk about it anymore, does it, Claudine? The bloody chalet, bloody snows, wash the hands of the whole damn show. Oh, Claudine. She shot him once right to the head, shot him twice right to the chest. The judge ruled it was an accident, Claudine. Well, accidents happen. Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine's back in jail again. She only getting out we get Claudine. Well, get my wife now with a gun, but I always leave the safety on. I'll admit it, Claudine. Well, she gets wet there once or twice, but never ever tried to take my life. What you think about that, Claudine? Well, Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine. Claudine's back in jail again. Claudine's back in jail again. She only getting out we get Claudine. Oh, Claudine. Oh, Claudine. Oh, Claudine. Yeah, don't you get till you're happy with me, Claudine.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Bringing you the sound of Denver like a thick coat of body hair. Soundcheck on Live 365.
Wow, that sounds yummy.
It looks delicious.
Hey, we got narcissistic Johnny G here with us tonight.
Narcoleptic, dude. Big difference.
Narcissistic, narcoleptic,
I guess it's
necrophiliac.
I guess it's all the same. What are you going to do for us, Mr. Johnny G?
Well, I think we've come full circle, so I'm going to do Hey Little Baby the way I originally wrote it. When I did it with Backbone, we just wanted to make it a little more upbeat, but I kind of originally did it as a standard kind of blues thing.
And this will be as it was,
Yes.
right? When you wrote it. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny G.
Hey little baby, like the way you walk. Hey little baby, like the way you talk. And even though it look good when you're walking away, every time you're near me I just wish you would stay. 'Cause every time you're around, my feet are floating off of the ground. Hey little baby, you look pretty in that dress. Hey little baby, you truly are blessed. And even though there's others waiting for your love, nothing in this world I wouldn't put you above. 'Cause every time you're around, my feet are floating off of the ground. Hey little baby, tell me you're mine. Hey little baby, the show would be fine. And even though your kisses make my heart wanna stop, hold me in your arms and give me that shot. 'Cause every time you're around, my feet are floating off of the ground. Hey little baby, hey little baby, hey little baby, hey little baby. 'Cause every time you're around, my feet are floating off of the. Say every time you're around, my feet are floating off of the. Say every time you're around, my feet are floating off of the ground.
Yay!
What are the Jerry Lee?
Narcissistic, nepoleptic.
Johnny G, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been a blast, man.
You don't mind gigging in a barn?
Oh, hell no.
For no pay?
I like a barnyard.
Well, the no pay is pending. You know, he's spoken with David A. Barber, so we'll have to see how that goes later.
Right. I have people in my corner now. So.
Right. So when do you say, in addition to your cover band, are you still doing any of the original blues stuff currently, or
You know, I was back up a little. I was in a cover band prior to Stone Beat Invasion. It's called Edgewater Live, and good bunch of guys there too. But We started trying to record some of this because I wanted to pull together just a blues album, and but that kind of floundered and didn't come through. So I kind of pulled this together, but other than that, for the blues, I've just been going to jams and just to get to scratch that itch, you know. But the stone beat is starting to take up a good amount of time, and it's a lot of fun. So, you know, but the blues is always there. I mean, in fact, most of the songs I start playing end up sounding like blues too.
Blues, yeah.
Always go back to what you know.
Right,
Makes sense.
It works a little better with Stones than the Beatles, but it's all they're there too. So.
Yeah, good point. The Beatles weren't exactly kind of hard to create blues riffs out of that.
Exactly.
So. Are you guys doing some like obscure Stones and Beatles in that cover band that you've done?
You know, I mean, God, off the top of my head, I got the list here, but it's you know, we do Respectable.
Cool.
God, we do Not Fade Away. Yeah, some stuff that not necessarily top 40 stuff.
The deeper cuts.
Yeah, deep cuts. But you know, you got to kind of balance that out because people, you know, when you're out, they want to hear the hits.
I don't know if you remember Sticky Fingers or not. Did you?
Yeah.
Me and Jelly Roll and we had a liquid bass player. There was like 28 other bass players. But we did probably about 70, 80 different Stone songs. You know, kind of those deeper ones like Live With Me and Monkey Man.
Oh, yeah. Monkey Man's on the
really
list.
Fun ones.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a blast, though. But, yeah, man. Yeah.
So how long have you been playing Ballpark?
Me?
Why'd you call him Ballpark?
It's better than calling him narcissistic.
We got Ballpark Johnny G here.
Yeah. Oh shit! You know, my mom was kind enough to buy me it was a Hondo guitar and a PV amp. I still have the amp, and I actually have the guitar. I just took it apart and never put it back together.
A Hondo, wow.
Yeah, Hondo.
Those are cool.
She bought me that when I was about 16. So, I mean, you know, and I was just screwed around with it. I'm mostly self-taught, which is painfully evident probably, but, you know, I took some lessons there was a jazz guy named Dale Bruning that a friend of mine was taking lessons from, and I hung out with him for maybe 4 or 5 months, taught me some basic theory stuff, which helped push me along, but yeah, so since I was about 16, on and off.
Right on.
I won't tell you how old I am now, but
no, yeah.
I can guess by the rings around your
trunk.
Yeah, thanks. We're talking to Ballpark Johnny G.
And speaking of Stone Beat Invasion, you can check them out on the web at stonebeatinvasion.com or look them up on Facebook, searching for Stone Beat Invasion. They have a few shows scheduled in the next couple of weeks, I guess. So yeah, the information there on their shows, and you can see some videos and just learn a little bit about the band, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I think we got to play something from Backbone Velvet, but I don't think we decided which one it was going to be. So.
Now what do we do on live radio?
We wait for narcissistic Johnny the Tree Stump to tell us what he wants us to play. We got some of these are live, right? They're like live recordings?
Yeah, we did a demo. It had like four studio cuts, and then we did a live one that was all from Herman's. So I mean, is there an interest in time or
no? It's up to you.
Hey, you could do Trinity. That's a little long, but it's one of our big ones. I mean,
we're off schedule anyway.
Oh,
so
we're never on schedule.
Either that or I Could Be Wrong is a good one too.
Okay, I'm going to go with your first pick.
All right.
So Trinity is one of the live tracks from Herman's?
No, that one's actually the demo off studio.
Oh, okay.
Studio thing.
Well, here it is then. It's Trinity from Backbone Velvet, and you're listening to Soundcheck, the Denver music scene on Live 365.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We don't have a single friend in the diamond business. Soundcheck, the Denver music scene on Live 365. Welcome back to Soundcheck, the Denver music scene. I'm Brian P. along with Jerry Lee.
We don't have a single friend.
Our guest in the studio, or in the barn, I should say, this evening is the narcissistic, narcoleptic.
Isn't it easier to say nymphonic?
Circumcised. I mean, does that help?
Neo wafer. What'd you say?
Welcome to.
Oh yeah, Neo wafer.
I don't frickin' know. All I know is that now spinning the. I forgot my intro, Jerry Lee.
That's okay. Let me just put it this way. This edition of the Retro Record Box is brought to you by the Record. Actually, it's not even brought to you by that. Can I just start again?
Go ahead.
Okay. This edition of the Retro Record Box is brought to you by the Retro Denver Metro Facebook page. View hundreds of photos of Denver's past, your memories, your page. Retro Denver Metro on a Facebook page. Hey, digging around in the box, I found a record that some of you Mr. Lucky's alumni might remember, consisting of Glenn Sherba, Randy Rand, and the late great drum legend Randy Castillo. It's the Fabulous Offenders with a song called Friction, rocking it on the Retro Record Box. All right, the Offenders from 1980, causing some friction on the retro record box. This next one comes from an old cassette tape from 86. Here are the Dangerous Friends with Bad Girl on the record box. And from 1986, there is Dangerous Friends on the record retro box. Cecilia, you wrote that backwards.
Yeah, well.
Hey, you know what? This next one's from the same year. Here's Cause and Effect with one called The Cool One.
Somewhere where you can't speak aloud. doesn't want them, and that is something she doesn't hide. She's a cool one, you're the cool one. She's a cool one, yeah, the cool one. Oh yeah. To the wind, and that is all you get. The heads are turning, she sees them yearning as she walks by. She doesn't want them, and that is something she doesn't hide. She's a cool one. Yeah, the cool one. She's the cool one. Yeah, the cool one. Oh no.
There you go. That's Cause and Effect on the Retro Record Box. See, that's how it's supposed to be written, Cecilia. Hey, that's it for me this week on the Retro Record Box. I'll pull 3 more Denver music history gems out next Wednesday about this same time.
Hey, unless we change the schedule again.
Yeah, it's true. It got a little change.
Cattle drink water by use of sucking action. They do not... They do not lap up water like a cat or a dog. We'll be right back.
Where'd that cow go?
Hello, Kubo. What have you got planned for today?
Come on, this way.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
It's the most powerful magic there is.
Head outside to discover incredible animals.
Wow.
And beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure. So grab your loved ones and explore a world of possibilities. Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
My teacher said that we should have a plan in case of an emergency. Do we have one?
First thing I'm gonna do is grab a flashlight with dead batteries.
I'm going to start randomly throwing clothes in the bag. You two will be hiding in the closet and Dad won't be able to find you.
And that's when we both start crying.
Uncontrollably. Can you pass the cutlets?
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311. Brought to you by the New York City Office of Emergency Management and the Ad Council.
Oh, baby, got my shirt off and my belt buckle loose, and I'm ready to rock and roll. You're listening to Soundcheck, the Denver music scene, on Live 365, baby. And once again, it's time for Always Judge a Band by its cover with Brian P.
That's right. This week's local music cover band love goes to 7 musicians from varied backgrounds who discovered a common appreciation for the music of the Rolling Stones and the Beatles while finishing up a stint in rehab. It's Bobby, Rose, Coops, John, Steve, Tony, and Ian. Stone Beat Invasion. It's the Rolling Stones and Beatles cover band, and coincidentally enough, we have one of their members in studio with us here tonight, Mr. John Gonzales. He's a guitar player for the Stone Beat Invasion. Their next gig is Friday, July 14th at the Dickens Tavern and Opera House in Longmont.
Where's it at?
Dickens Tavern and Opera House.
Say it one more time.
Negative, I will not. It's in Longmont, and it's at 7 o'clock p.m. You can find more information regarding Stone Beat Invasion at stonebeatinvasion.com or look them up on Facebook at Stone Beat Invasion. This is a demo from them. It has a little montage of some Stones and Beatles covers. And it's here on Soundcheck, the Denver music scene on Live 365.
Rock and roll!
Stone Beat Invasion. Once again, they will be playing the 14th at... crap, I lost my... Cecilia! Brian. Yeah.
Sorry, she was getting me a beer.
Oh, well, that's
Okay.
that's acceptable.
She's taking care of the guests.
Good work.
That's all
So,
right.
yeah, July 14th at the Dickens Jerry Lee's probably happy. Dickens Tavern and Opera House in Longmont at 7 o'clock p.m. StoneBeatInvasion.com.
You know, how does what's it like sitting here with two Bob Newharts? Jeez.
I'm just enjoying the show, man.
I can't. Hey, you know, speaking of Cecilia, anyway, she went out and I think she bought a bunch of these free pads of paper because she writes notes and stuff for me, and I think she gets the pad. She got the pads of paper from some marketing company or something, but she'll write these notes and give me to read. And if you look, let me pass this out. Look at the bottom of the page.
Yes.
Here on this one. What do we see? A Van Halen logo on that.
Nice.
Okay, each page has something different. It says David Lee Roth and Van Halen. Listen to David's solo album, and then you tell us if we're out of line. It's like, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Cecilia? That's info from Cecilia?
No, these are just what's written on the bottom of these free...
Oh, gotcha.
Here, Brian, read this one here if you can. Bob Newhart?
Yeah, I can't. Sorry, I never learned to read. Rotator cuff injuries are at an all-time high from throwing arrows at the target. Actually, they're from throwing outside sliders to left-handed batters, but that's beside the point.
And here's a narcoleptic Johnny G here going to read one for you at the bottom of the page.
Oxygen and hydrogen lying next to an empty pool just doesn't seem right.
It just doesn't seem right,
Okay.
does it, Johnny? No.
No,
Anyway,
no.
I just thought I would bring that up, that these little scrap pieces of paper have little notes on the bottom. And here's Brian now with something else.
Speaking of worthless facts, chickens are the closest living relative of the tyrannosaur. All right, anyway.
Of the tyrannosaur?
That's what it's called. I don't know. I just copied and pasted. Don't blame me.
Okay, I'll blame Cecilia.
Hey, we got Jerry Lee. We're running low on time. We got about 7 minutes, a little less. I think
we got time for a tune. Or?
I'm in the mood for another live one.
Yeah.
Providing.
I thought you were going to say you're in the mood for love.
Well, I'm always in the mood for love, but
I'm out of here, guys.
Ooh. That's a fine point.
Hey, we got time for another live one. You're going to
All right.
play one on that cigar box guitar you got? That's pretty hip-looking guitar.
What name are you going by? Narcissistic, narcoleptic, tree stump?
John Gonzales.
All right, that'll work.
Wait, before he does that, though, where'd you get to explain the tree stump thing?
So
just my third leg.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, Stumpy Joe. They used to go, Stumpy Johnny.
That's my blues name, Stumpy
like
John
it.
Gonzales.
I like it. It goes well with your fedora.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again,
get out, Johnny!
John Gonzales, live on Soundcheck.
All right, Johnny.
Hanging out, acting real smooth, tapping your feet to the sound of the tune. Come on, baby, shake what you got. I don't care if you can dance tonight. You gotta be blue cool to get red hot. Cold-blooded shuffle or the hot-blooded trot. Tell me, darling, what you gonna do? Snapping your fingers to the sound of the tune. Come on, baby, shake what you got. I don't care if you can dance tonight. You gotta be blue cool to get red hot. Cold-blooded shuffle or the hot-blooded trot. Standing there with your hands on the rail. Everybody wants to see you swinging your tail. Come on, baby, shake what you got. I don't care if you can dance tonight. You gotta be blue cool to get red hot. Do the cold-blooded shuffle, hot-blooded trot.
All right. One ladies and gentlemen, John Gonzales, Johnny Gonzales, Johnny G, blues master here in Denver.
Thanks,
part of, currently the cover band Stone Beat Invasion. Has been in projects for many, many years. Foreman in Vegas, Backbone Velvet, High Frontier, probably plenty others we're not mentioning. But
thanks for being here, Johnny.
Yeah,
it's been fun, man.
Absolutely, man. Really had a great time having you here, and
thank you, boys.
Hope the animals weren't too intrusive while you were.
Yeah, I know that sheep
sounded more like monkeys, though. I mean, I don't know.
You know, it's free ambience. So
free ambience.
Get what you pay for, right?
Anyway,
Jerry Lee, we got about 2 minutes. So
we got 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes. That's it.
I was
man.
just going to say, hey, join us next week, where I'm sure I'll be able to express myself in sign language. Just fine.
We're gonna have to go Facebook Live for that to happen.
Hey, did we ever get a winner on the Kurt Jones giveaway?
I haven't looked lately. But
we're looking for a duck face. If somebody put a duck face up, you've just won yourself a copy of Sugar, CD by Kurt Jones.
You know what? We'll check back on the duck face contest and
okay.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I don't know, man, because the internet's kind of funky, and I can't be surfing Facebook while we're trying to broadcast, because upload and download is like a positive and negative reaction, some chemistry thing, and...
Are you saying the internet's funky, man?
That is exactly what I'm saying. Hey, speaking of next week, we have Steph and Craig from cover band Raising Cain.
You're kidding. Not
Steph
and Craig.
Steph
Both of
and
them?
Craig. They're going to both be here.
From Raising Cain.
Raising Cain.
Oh, Raising Cain.
No dehydrated grapes involved.
Okay. I was in a band called Raising Cain. That's why I was wondering, because I thought, well, maybe they were the ones that booted me out. You know, Brian?
Yeah.
You know, Brian, it's the summer of 17, and 50 years ago, it was the summer of love, and as we ease into this summer of mild affection, I tend to think about the end of the show and how much sooner it should be as we...
Yeah, all right. Thanks again to Johnny G. Thanks for David A. Barber calling in.
Guys.
We will catch you next week with Raising Cain right here on Live 365. Thanks again for joining us. You're listening to Soundcheck, the Denver music scene. Talk to you next week.
Bye, Mom.